How's it going? I think this week has been okay. Like I've been feeling roughly the same as last week, so still a little bit lighter in my mood, and I still feel like severely depressed here and there, but I think overall I've been feeling quite okay in my mood. So this week has been not too much happening really, just mainly because it's been heavily downpouring over here, so haven't really been able to go out much. So haven't gone out for walks at all this week because like it's really wet outside and pretty windy as well. But I did manage to go to Woodside for the first time, and I thought it was okay. Like I didn't really interact with anyone too much. So I mainly just got there. They the person who's in charge of the art class just took me to the class and then just kind of explained to me the facilities and then told me what we're making. And for the first class it was 3D art, so we're going to make things with pretty much of our choosing. So we can choose to make stuff with clay or paper mache, and I chose to make with clay, and we can also choose whatever we want to make. So in the end I chose to make one of my own original characters, which is actually a character from the story that I'm currently writing, The Wings of Rebound. So because I've been given the opportunity to make clay, I thought it would be nice to make one of my characters into 3D. Like back there, all those are my own characters which I've made in the past. So, and I've already made one of the characters from the book up there. So I thought might as well go ahead and make another character from the same series. And unfortunately, I didn't manage to take any pictures of the progress, but I managed to make the body, the feet and hands, and that's all I could do for that day. So I have to let that dry for a week before I can add any other features. And then the second class was mainly just still life sketching, really. So the person just put a lot of stuff on the table, and then we get to choose whatever items we want to draw. And then I just chose like sweets and stuff. And for these, I did manage to take a picture, and I don't know, it was just overall, I found that class a little bit slow and kind of boring, really. Like, I just like drew out what I saw, and then, but it was like there wasn't too much interaction between like anyone. Like, there were some people in there like talking. Like there was about 6 of us in the class, and very few of them were talking, and I was just kind of in the corner on my own, just like sketching these out. So I think overall, compared to the first class, I found it a little bit boring, but I like to give it a few more goes before, if I do decide to like drop that class. So I think overall it was okay, I think. So there was also another person who started on the same day as me. He sat next to me, and we said our hellos and goodbyes, but we didn't really talk or anything. So maybe I'll like start talking to him next time. Like he was quite an older person as well, so a completely different age group, but I don't think that should stop us from being friends or anything. So maybe I'll try and summon up my confidence to speak to him a bit more. So I do have trouble speaking to new people and overall just speaking. So I'll try to be a bit more interactive with him next time. So I think overall, yeah, it was okay for the first day. So as for the rest of the week, because I haven't been able to go out because of the weather and stuff, I've mainly just been focusing on continuing the book. And this week I've done up to see chapters 1, 2, 3 so far. So you may think that's really quick in just a week. But I mean, like I said, this book is going to be a bit more simple and much more aimed towards the younger audience. So it's like the font is much more larger. There's going to be a lot more pictures in it, and just overall it's going to be a few more pages in each chapter. So I think overall it's going quite okay, and mainly just been busy writing it up and then deciding on which scenes I want to draw out into sketches I can add into pictures. But I think overall it's going okay. And like I said, as well as the book, I've been still doing the drawings. So these are the 3 main characters that are now finalized and penned out. This is the style I'm going to go with, so very bold kind of outlines and then flat color inside. I still haven't decided if I'm going to have it colored inside the book yet, just mainly because it drives up the cost of the paperback when it's published. So I'm still undecided if I'm going to leave it as just like outline or color it in yet. And then these are like the secondary characters who are more finalized. And then this one here is going to be the main villain of the story. And then these are other characters as well who have yet to fully finalize, but I think overall they're pretty much done. And then more sketches here which I've added a bit more detail to it. Just kind of make the characters stand out a bit more, just by adding like little bits of clothing and extra features here and there. And then more characters who are going to appear in the story as like minor enemies and stuff. And then this is going to be like one of the first pictures you see in the book, which is going to be the whole kind of setting of where the book is. So it's in a royal kind of kingdom, and this is the main castle. It's still in its sketching phase, so I haven't fully outlined it yet. These are just like segments of the background I can put together when finalized. And then these are more like sketches of scenes in the book. And these are more sketches of scenes. And yeah, I think overall like it's going quite smoothly. Oh, and I didn't even realize I ran out of pages of my sketchbook, so I'm gonna have to get a new one to continue the drawings. But like I said, I think overall it's going quite smoothly with the book and drawing, so it's keeping me busy. And I think overall, I mean, I still don't really feel too motivated in doing it, but I'm just glad that I'm able to do what I can despite the mood I'm feeling in and stuff. So yep, that's the progress on the book. And yeah, I think that's about it for this week. So not too eventful, mainly because of the weather and stuff. My first day at Woodside was okay. A bit slow at the end of it, but overall it was okay. And the book is going quite smoothly, and my mood is about the same as last week. So a little bit quite light in my mood, still having like quite severe depressive moments here and there, but I think overall it's been okay. But yeah, I think that's it for this week, so hopefully I'll see you next Saturday. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, always look forward, keep hope alive, and remember, you're somebody.